Yeah, a couple of names on the list right at the top of it. Benjamin Šeško, a player that is wanted by Newcastle United as well. Manchester United very much in the market for him. It's funny, a couple of years ago, he was on the radar of Real Madrid. He stayed within the Red Bull group, going from Salzburg to Leipzig. He's been watched by Premier League clubs since he was a teenager, really. And it feels like now this is the summer where he is available and potentially available for Premier League sides. It's an expensive deal to make happen, but we know that Manchester United are interested in the 22-year-old. They're also interested in Ollie Watkins as well, but that deal potentially could be quite difficult because of Aston Villa's stance and reluctance to sell a key member of their first team. So, yeah, they are in the market for number 9. I should imagine they'll get one, but what it looks like at this stage, we're not quite sure. But those are two players that are definitely very much on their radar.
Yeah, and it's interesting as well because this one has been driven by their recruitment director, Christopher Vivell, who was actually the Red Bull scout at Red Bull Salzburg, and he brought him Šeško in as a 16-year-old. Just a couple of other lines with regard to Manchester United and the latest on Jadon Sancho. Borussia Dortmund remain interested in signing him. He, of course, joined United from Dortmund back in 2021, went on loan back to Dortmund for the second half of the 2023-24 season. Performed pretty well as well, didn't he? Got him to the Champions League final. Sky Germany are also reporting that he may be prepared to take a wage cut because that was a bit of an issue when Chelsea decided not to take up the obligation to buy him at the end of last season. Now, might be some other players who could be on their way in at United as well, Michael.
Yeah, this is one we were given yesterday. Now, we must stress this is just interest now. Gianluigi Donnarumma from PSG, the PSG Champions League winning goalkeeper. Now, why is there interest? Well, he's in the final year of his contract at PSG and they're signing a new goalkeeper, Lille's Lucas Chevrolet. But we are told there's a possibility he might stay and challenge for that spot as well. But look, looking at what United have had over the last couple of seasons, if that was to happen, that would be a huge, huge signing for Ruben Amorim, wouldn't it, Donnarumma?
Well, it's the type of player that Manchester United fans want to be associated with. Champions League winner, someone that's coming from a big club. This rebuild over the course of this summer with the Ruben Amorim fingerprint of DNA on that team. And you get the feeling that a player like that, along with Cunha and Burmo and then someone like Šeško, that would be the type of summer that Manchester United fans would say, this is where we feel like we're back to being what we are. Now we need to start seeing it on the pitch. But in the window, they're certainly making all the right noises.
Ruben Amorim's Manchester United revolution is showing no signs of slowing down, as the Red Devils are now edging closer to securing two high-profile signings in goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma and striker Benjamin Sesko. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, both deals are progressing swiftly, with negotiations between United, PSG, and RB Leipzig reaching advanced stages. For Donnarumma, personal terms are already being discussed, with United viewing him as the long-term replacement for David De Gea and a key pillar in Amorim's new defensive setup. Meanwhile, Benjamin Sesko has reportedly agreed to join the project, with sources indicating only final paperwork stands between him and an official announcement. Should both transfers go through as expected, Manchester United will have completed two major additions in one swoop, sending a strong statement to the rest of the Premier League that the club is ready to return to the top under Amorim's vision. Benjamin Sesko's highly anticipated move from RB Leipzig to Manchester United is now almost a done deal, with insiders confirming that all paperwork has officially been signed and sealed, pending only the final public announcement from the club. In what has been a carefully negotiated and closely followed transfer, Manchester United have now put the finishing touches on the deal that will bring the Slovenian striker to the theatre of dreams. Every contract clause, bonus structure, and performance incentive has reportedly been finalized, with only the formal presentation of the player now remaining. Top-tier transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has reported this evening that the transfer is 100% complete on paper, with both clubs reaching full agreement and Sesko already aligning himself with Manchester United's future sporting plans. The trusted journalist has labelled the move as done and sealed, awaiting only the club's final reveal. Manager Ruben Amorim, who has been personally monitoring Sesko's development and progress since his Sporting Lisbon days, played a major role in convincing the player to join the United project. Amorim's vision of a fast, technical, and youthful attacking setup perfectly aligns with Sesko's profile and strengths. According to sources close to the Carrington training complex, Amorim sees Benjamin Sesko as a future focal point of Manchester United's front line, a striker with the physical dominance, finishing ability, and football IQ needed to flourish in the Premier League